Vote Leave campaigner Tom Harwood said leaving the EU's customs union will make goods such as clothing and food cheaper in Britain. Speaking on BBC's Any Questions, the Brexit campaigner said one of the ways in which Brexit might not go well is if we fail to take up those opportunities. If we fail to take up those opportunities, it could go disastrously wrong. One of those opportunities is leaving the customs union. Mr. Harwood said the customs union is a restrictive mechanism that prevents Britain from striking free trade agreements with other countries. Channel 4 GettyBrexit News. Brexiteer Tom Harwood said it would be disastrous not to leave the customs union if we fail to take up those opportunities. Brexit could go disastrously wrong, Tom Harwood added. We want to be where the 90% of global growth is, and we want to be making those international deals. The young Brexiteer said leaving EU's high tariffs as a customs union member, which are particularly punitive on food, clothing and footwear, would make such goods cheaper in the UK after Brexit. He said there are very high tariffs. What we can do by leaving the customs union is take those tariffs away and therefore make food, clothing and footwear much cheaper in this country. Shadow Brexit Minister Jenny Chapman hit back in the comments but was quickly shut down by Mr. Harwood, who insisted his claims were an economic reality. He said, if you put a tariff on a product it is more expensive for people purchasing in this country. Remainer Tory MEP Dan Dalton warned staying in the customs union after Brexit would be worst of all worlds. Mr. Dalton warned remaining in the customs union would prevent the UK from striking trade deals with third-party countries including China and South Korea, who are keen to sign agreements with Britain. Speaking exclusively to Express.co.uk, Mr. Dalton said, it is really the worst of all worlds because you only trade with the EU. Friday, December 8, 2017. Here is the 15-page Brexit deal in full. Given the fact that we voted to leave the EU because we wanted to look more globally and look at global opportunities that exist in third countries, that would be the absolute opposite and could be a worse situation than we have at the moment. Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt has said there is no possibility of the government agreeing to remain in the customs union after Brexit. Speaking on BBC Radio 4's Today programme, Mr. Hunt said, what we want is frictionless trade and we want to find a different way. A customs union is one way of getting frictionless trade, but it's not the only way. Jeremy Corbyn is set to finally reveal Labour's position on Brexit in a speech on Monday after months of sidestepping the issue and ignoring Labour MPs' demands to get off the fence. Mr. Corbyn so far refused to back a policy of remaining in the customs union with the rest of the EU, but there have been suggestions that the party could be leaning towards a softer Brexit. If it is the case that Mr. Corbyn does back remaining in the customs union, Tory rebels could side with the party in an effort to create a soft Brexit. Tory rebels such as Anna Soubry and Kenneth Clarke could lead a backbench group keen on keeping Britain in the customs union by tabling amendments to the trade bill.